Lydia, there are a handful of Congress members that are in hot water because they sold their First Republic bank stock just before the collapse and J.P. Morgan Chase's takeover. So what do we know about these trades?
Well, the House truly always wins. Yeah, at the end of last month, we got disclosure forms about what stock trading members of Congress have been doing in the last quarter. And while they should have been focusing on what was happening with a mini financial crisis, instead they were looking how to profit off of it, buying and selling bank stocks. There was one woman, Lois Frankel, who was selling out of First Republic in the days before the collapse and buying J.P. Morgan. Of course, J.P. Morgan has taken over First Republic. All of these lawmakers say that they had no involvement in any of these decisions, that their stocks are held in an outside trust, that they have an investment advisor who are making these decisions. But a couple things I want to point out here. You know, one, even if there is nothing untoward, it's the appearance of evil. We need to have faith that our lawmakers are going to D.C. for the right reason, not to profit from it. And I also want to note that these people have access oftentimes to inside information before the general public does. And they're also the ones who are supposed to be regulating what's happening. So it's a bit alarming that this is still an issue. You know, we've been talking about this for quite some time.
Well, and speaking to the accountability there, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Matt Gaetz, two congresspeople who are working to ban lawmakers from owning any stock. So clearly, this is being talked about much on the Hill and much in the financial world.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a dire situation when Matt Gaetz and AOC are finally agreeing on something. So what they are signing on to is a bill that would essentially ban members of Congress from holding and trading individual stocks. And it would also ban their spouses and their children from holding individual stocks. Their point is, you can still buy ETFs, you can still buy mutual funds, go crazy, but don't be buying and selling bank stocks when you're the one who's supposed to be regulating what's happening. Now, I have to be honest, there have been a number of bills like this have been floated in the past, and they just don't really gain traction. The main reason, of course, is because Congress actually would have to approve it. Congress is a self-regulating body, and so this would essentially mean that you would have to have the majority of Congress decide to basically vote on something that could potentially harm them and their finances. So yeah. I'm a little dubious that it's actually going to happen because a lot of times, you know, these members of Congress get excited about it. They talk about how great it is, and then they just kind of decide to not move forward with it.
Yeah, I wonder why. Lydia, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.